Hello, my name is Adam Klein, and I will be your student's physical science teacher for the first semester. I've been teaching at Rochester Community Schools for 15 years. My first 13, I was at Rochester High School, and the last two, I have been at Stony Creek. Physical science is a required class for graduation. It's a prerequisite for the majority of the science classes that your student will take in the future. It's 2 semesters long. First semester is the chemistry portion, and the second semester is the physical science portion. The way that we run the physical science class is kind of treated as an intro for all sciences to kind of get the students ready, pique their interest in the science classes for the future. For me, the biggest piece of information that I can share with you is my Google Classroom page. So I want to share my screen and I want to show you some information that will be helpful on it. So your students already have access to this. And so if you want to see it, all you have to do is ask them to show you, and they've already been signed up. But for the most part, the information that's on there that's helpful is obviously the syllabus. That's something that if you want to go through, feel free. But the part of the syllabus that's important is obviously that's where you would find my email address. Emailing me is probably the best way to get a hold of me daily, hourly, throughout the day. I check my email. Voicemail is something that I don't check as often. So if it's a voice or a phone call that you would like, please just email me and I will set up a time with you to speak with you over the phone. The other thing that is on my Google Classroom page that is important not only for you but for your student is my calendar. So when you open up the calendar, it's not a typical calendar, it's a Google slide. But what it has in there is basically what we do on a daily basis. So for example, we are get to it. We're currently working on building our boats. And if your student is absent, all they have to do is go onto the calendar, find the particular day that they're out, and it tells them exactly what we did that day. And then once they kind of see, hey, we're building our boats, or we are working on individual time to be creative, whatever that might be, then they can go back onto the Google Classroom page, and for that particular week, they can find that assignment, pull that assignment up, and they can work on it at home. All of our notes, all of our assignments, any study guides that we'll have, I will post on my Google Classroom page. So for me, that is a tool, not to necessarily turn assignments in, but to find any missing work, late work, absent work that they might have. Like I had mentioned before, email to me is the quickest, easiest way for you to get a hold of me. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I will be more than happy to reach back and get a hold of you. I'm looking forward to the school year. I really enjoyed my time last year at Stony Creek, and I'm looking to really build those relationships with the students, continuing from last year onto this year with those freshmen. And at the end of this year, I'll have 2 classes of students that I've had. So I'm kind of excited for that. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be back. And yeah, so thank you for joining me tonight. I look forward to meeting your students more. And again, if you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to ask.